everybody, welcome back to Yukikaze. I gotta say, I was not expecting such intense music out of this game. Tonight we're going to be trying the Ramen Sensei. We don't have a ton of time tonight, so we're just gonna try probably a couple of different indie titles. And then hopefully tomorrow I'll have a little more time and I can finally get back to Baldur's Gate 3. Okay, this is much more the sort of music I was expecting out of this kind of game. I don't know why the title screen was so intense. We have a customer. But we don't have any dishes to serve. Well, that is a problem. Pick the type of noodle in soup and tap the start creation button. Okay. Combination you pick is very important. That sounds reasonable. Just happened. Should put the finishing touches on. Okay, so the orbs are experience. Oh, okay, it says up here, corn. Okay. Can you do more than one? You can. In fact, you can place them in the bowl. Okay. Oh, okay, I have a certain number of things in stock to begin with. I don't know what menla is. Some kind of fish sticks, I suppose? Idea competition. What? It's all making more sense now. Maybe. Pills? Oh, I see. You have to back out, not like. Alright. Needs more aura. Total rank F. I'd like to try that F rank ramen right away, please. Well, that's quite a lot more money than I had to work with just now. Staff service skill, the quick review will figure out customer preferences. Okay. I need to hire more staff right now. I'm at the limit anyway.
Ramen.
Ramen indeed. Don't think I need to place anything
Now
right
where is the spice ramen?
The spice ramen? Is that like the Dune spice? The spice that must flow? Issue of Noodle News is available.
Tito is not that hardcore, only that make me faint.
Oh, I made it into the papers, my grand opening. Don't know what any of that stuff means at the moment. How do I make another ramen dish? That is what I want to know.
The fun part, my comrade. I never have read so much of Dune, but I know all the lore before the events of the movies and books. It's like that I know the prologue without knowing the game.
And also, hi Tito. Good to see you.
Hi, comrade. I see you are becoming capitalist.
Apparently. Capitalist ramen stand. end of the day, it's all about the customer satisfaction,
And there
right?
is the tuna ramen for the motherland.
Tuna ramen, huh?
The principal source of food for the 5 million Tita unit that are active in the falafel empire are tuna sandwiches with mayonnaise.
I just made myself tuna sandwiches yesterday. In fact, I have some leftover tuna in the fridge for tomorrow.
They were good.
They were indeed good, although I did get to use my usual bread, and that was unfortunate because the stuff I got was very dry. Store brand. No good.
The game is a little bit too high in sound in comparison of your voice, comrade.
Yeah, I was hoping that there would be some way for me to adjust that, but I haven't seen one yet. I might have to do it through the capture software instead. Give me a moment to see if I can get into some kind of menu or something.
I only say because Tita liked to have conversations with you and all comrades.
No, I appreciate the feedback.
Is not feedback is duty and loyalty to you, my comrade, that I serve in the name of all Tita units that why I swear alliance. And also this days I was seeing if my experiment with tuna is possible.
I don't seem to have access to
A
tuna
tuna
yet.
brisket.
Tuna brisket, huh? But isn't a brisket like a cut of meat? Do fish have a brisket? I don't know the answer to that. Alright, is that a little bit better?
Yes, but imagine you cut the meat of the thing right. My viewpoint is why I can't do that with a natural tuna and cut a piece and do the same and it's perfect sound.
Excellent. Vending machine icon. Is that what this is?
What you think of my point of view to create a brisket of tuna?
I suppose, like, as long as it achieves the goal you're hoping for, that's all that really matters, right? I've inadvertently selected a boy. What is... I don't... Pumpkin products? They want me to invest so that they can give me new products.
But the real question, how I eat a small natural tuna? There's a little one is 50 kilos.
That's fair. Most tuna are pretty large. What? Oh, upgrade of item. Okay, so I think these are actually both in here. Okay, I've successfully added a side of pork, I think. New type of noodle, huh? Okay, I'm already getting a little overwhelmed. Okay, you figured out boys' preferences, great. Can I pause this? I can't, okay.
The most heavy tunas was a tuna of 679 kilos, and the most large of history was a tuna of 30 years that was 3 meters large.
3 meters is about 9 feet. Pretty big. Oh good, I have a folding chair. Perfect.
How many people you think I need to eat a tuna of 50 kilos?
Geez, I don't know. I'm not very good with, metric measurements. Let's see, how many kilos are in a pound? One pound is about half a kilo? So, about 2 pounds to a kilo? That's about 100.
More easy.
That's about 100 pounds, roughly. Probably your average person's not going to eat more than a quarter pound or half a pound, especially if it's being served with, like, sides. So I imagine that's around 200-ish people?
50 kilos is 110 pounds.
Yeah, the math isn't exact on it, in terms of it being about 2 to a kilo. It's actually like 0.45. But, yeah. Can I pause the game? Is that a thing? I can't. Okay. But there's this secret right-click screen that I've ended up in. Have no rank points. Okay. Okay, so it costs whatever this icon up here is. Got it.
Let's imagine it's hungry people, so I need around 20 people to eat 40 to 45 pounds. Then I can dry 10 pounds of tuna for me, but that left me with still half tuna. What a dilemma.
You're thinking 2 pounds of food per person? I don't know. Your average hamburger is a quarter pounder. That's quite a lot of tuna. Boosts one staff's cooking. Huh.
£2 per person with a 1 pound of side dish and 1 litre for drinks.
Yeah, you need quite a lot of friends to consume that large of a fish, I suppose.
Because I know I can eat 5 pounds of tuna. Well, I'm gonna check something.
5 pounds of tuna is pretty impressive. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's probably not in one sitting. Oh, a settings menu. I can adjust the music, huzzah!
Nice, I see that they sell 66-pound tunas. That make more easy the dilemma. It's simple, I eat in one sitting. In exchange, I don't eat nothing, or I eat very light in the day before I'm hungry.
Interesting. You must have quite the stomach capacity in that case.
That left me with 10 pounds of dry tuna for the month, and the 10 pounds that are left, I can eat them in the week.
tuna, huh? Does it turn into like more of a jerky kind of thing, or is it something that you rehydrate later?
Yeah, Tito have quick digestion. Tito can eat familiar pizza easy. Yeah, you can do it the same with fish, but I have to add salt.
I see.
Because the meat process is not the same as fish.
I mean, I think usually when you make meat jerky, you add salt to it too, but that might just be the prepackaged stuff, I don't know. I know there's like the like drying rack style or something as well too. I thought I bought some of these already.
Or I can do majama. Is a type of way to do tuna.
Never heard of it before. What's mojama? I mean, aside from a type of way to do tuna.
Majama is a salted fish that is made with the best part of the tuna loin, submerged in coarse salt and pressed. It is then washed and purged and allowed to air dry.
Oh, interesting. Learning something new.
As you see, because I am a Tito unit of the standard troops by design, I have simple taste buds, and we eat only 3 things: mango juice and tuna sandwiches with mayonnaise, and emergency rations of banana bread.
Oh, banana bread is delicious. It's been a while since I made my own banana bread. Really want to do that sometime.
I want to try cornbread, but I don't know if it's bread or a cake.
It's called bread, but it's really more cake-like than it is bread-like. It's more akin to banana bread than it is bread.
It's like a QQ.
A QQ? Never heard of it before.
I speak Spanish. QQ is a way that we call a type of cake.
Oh, I see. Oops, I think I messed up and wasn't supposed to do that. I think I just remade the same soup that I'd already made.
For example, the voice that speak my message say QQ, but the words sound more like peak.
Oh, I see, I see. Like quay, weak. Fancy new ingredients. Egg yolks.
The QQ is a word used in 1 or 3 countries. This word origins come that we do our version to say cake, but the QQ is a cake or pudding basically.
Huh. So I guess it's kind of like a South American area sort of term? Or maybe it's more like
the country Bolivia and Chile and Peru we use that term.
Gotcha. I don't know how to make more recipes now.
For example, in my country there is a cake literally Koyestalin. The origin is because in the 1800s we have German migrants, or in those times even Prussians still existed.
Oh. So I wonder if it's anything like the Berliner, which I guess is more of a pastry than a cake? Or maybe they just kind of parallel evolved the same or if not same, but similar terminology?
The Berlin is a sweet bread with thick yellow pastry cream.
Oh, okay, so, like a custard filled, sweetbread, sounds like?
Yet many sweets of my country are very Prussian or China or Irish related.
Huh. Those are unexpectedly diverse geographies that everybody's coming from in your area. I mean, I say that, but I live in a really diverse area myself.
The most four prominent countries that were related to my country in the 1800s were Prussia and Germany when was created, Irish migrants, Chinese migrants, and Spain.
Spain is more expected. They tend to have their hands in South America's affairs in general. Positive reviews so far. Everyone always hates the aura. Or at least thinks it needs more of it. Oops. How do I switch it out?
In fact, a leader of the indigenous people who rebelled against the Spanish in the war of the earlier years of the conquest was the inspiration for Wolverine. Even the name of this guy was similar. His name was Galvarino.
Nice! Seems a fair assumption that he was probably a fearsome warrior who intimidated people in combat. PhD in noodleology. Okay. Do not know how I'm supposed to. How do you get rid of it? I don't know. Oh, click remove maybe? Okay.
Even the punish that he received was an inspiration for Wolverine powers.
Oh, is that so? What did they do to him? If it's something that you can talk about on Twitch. Oh, it has been surveyed.
He was taken prisoner in the Battle of Lagunillas. Tried for insurrection, he was sentenced to amputation of his limbs and both of his hands were cut off. But he out 2 very sharp stones, and still he kept fighting until he was caught.
I see. I guess it's not so much the punishment as, like, how he reacted to it. Okay, so these don't actually allow me to make the shop bigger, they just...
Minutes after being hanged, Alonso de Asilla wanted to intercede for his life, to which Galvarino with great repudiation responded with the following phrase, and I quote, and this is the phrase that make him more famous, I would rather die than receive life from you, and I only feel death for not having been able to tear you to pieces with my teeth.
Here's some. I can now enter the ramen arena.
Yeah, this guy was a savage.
I respect it. Took some ranks in Barbarian or Berserker.
And because of him we have Wolverine.
I do not remember where the... image? There we go. Lucky draw? Turns it into a gacha pool? Okay. Okay, let's find out what the ramen arena is. I'm sure I'm doing this all wrong because I'm not paying any attention to the stats or anything. Okay, well, I guess this is my most popular one with them. What is Spirit Bowl? Blew them out of the water.
In fact, the three most known indigenous generals of the war against the Spanish army were three: Lautaro, Galvarino, Corporacan.
I see. They don't really teach us much about other countries in my country.
Yeah, this we're member of the Mapuches.
Cool, I can do additional research now. A ramen frenzy.
I know only a few facts of the Revolution War of US, but not much else.
Honestly, I barely remember much about the Revolutionary War. Like, yeah, I know we fought the British in the US, and there was the Boston Tea Party, and then, honestly, most of the rest of what they taught us isn't worth remembering because most of it's made up anyway.
only that Washington was a very horrible tactician. He was so bad that he was dismissed from the English army for an incident in which he shot his own troops in a battle. But he was a prodigy general and very fit to choose people to do a chain of command.
That's the kind of thing that would have been way more interesting had they taught us about that kind of stuff.
Also that for some reason of the many presidents of us many died the same way.
Well, a good number of them were shot, but besides that, I'm not sure what you're referring to.
Yeah, they get shot.
Gotcha.
A lot.
Well, you know, the US, it's all about the guns. Alright, I think I'm going to try and change games for a few. We will see what else we have available to play real quick.
That's all for this episode. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, subscribe, or join me on Twitch or Twitter. Hope to see you next time on Yukikaze Gaming. Botany!